Hi everybody, my name is Mehmet, and in this short lesson I'm going to talk about the difference between understanding mathematics and knowing mathematics. With an example, adding and subtracting integers. First, let me give you some quotes by some famous people. William Paul Thurston said, "Mathematics is not about numbers, computations, equations, or algorithms. It's all about understanding." And two quotes by Albert Einstein: "Any fool can know it. The point is to understand." And the second quote, which is quite famous: if you cannot explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. When I first read these quotes, I did not fully quite comprehend what they meant. Apparently they were referring to something beyond my level of consciousness. And having read some articles and books, two of which are Let's Make Sense of Mathematics by James Asher and How Children Learn Mathematics by Pamela Liebeck, things started to fall into place. Now I knew what they meant by understanding and knowing, but more importantly, I learned that understanding precedes knowing, meaning you should understand, and then knowing part comes. Okay, with this mindset, I started to study mathematics. But I noticed one thing. Which is most people and most books, they just simply skip the first part, which is the understanding part. They were completely oblivious to it. And it all started with this problem here. It's positive 5 minus negative 3. I was supposed to take negative 3 away from positive 5. See, I couldn't get my hand around it. I was really confused. And I referred to some books, and they said 2 minuses make a plus. In this case, we have 2 minuses here, and if I replace them with a minus, with a positive plus, it'll be 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. So that's a very simple rule, right? You happy with this rule? See, I was not. I was not happy with this rule because I was trying to understand how I could take negative 3 away from positive 5. And I decided to ask this question to some young fellows, young friends who are really good at solving problems. They all said one thing: 2 minuses make a plus. I said, look, I don't understand what it means. And they were like, see, how could you not understand it? It's so simple. 2 minuses make a plus. And to avoid wasting more time, I decided to escalate this issue to a higher authority, a maths teacher, a friend of mine. I asked, see, I don't understand this. Positive 5 minus negative 3. And I'm supposed to take negative 3 away from positive 5. And he said, see, guess what? 2 minuses make a plus. I was like, see, I don't understand. Just explain it and make me understand it. And he was like, see, if you truly want to understand this problem, you have to solve as many problems as you can. And I said, if I make a plus, when I see 2 minuses 1,000 times, how's that going to help me clear up my confusion? Anyways, I decided to do, and I realized that 2 minuses make a plus is the knowing part. And they all skip the first part, which is the understanding part. I did some research. In order to understand what this problem is really saying to me, or how I can comprehend, how I can understand this problem. 2 statements got stuck in my head. The first one is this: everything exists with its opposite. And the second statement, addition and subtraction are inverse operations. Okay, using the number line and some analogies, I'll try to give you my understanding. The first one is this: everything exists with its opposite. I looked at the number line here, and there's this number line, and to the right we have the positive numbers, and to the left we have the negative numbers, and we have 0 here. And I realized that, yeah, they are right. I mean, we have positive 1 here and negative 1 here. So everything exists with its opposite. And as an analogy, I thought we humans have positive things in our lives and negative things in our lives, right? For example, smoking is a bad thing, right? Is a negative thing. So what is the opposite of smoking? Not smoking. Not smoking is a positive thing. That made sense to me. And working out is a positive thing. And what is the opposite of working out? Not working out. So not working out is a negative thing. So okay, now that made sense to me. And one thing, these two, I mean, like, take for example number 1. Positive 1 is here on a different point on the number line, and negative 1 is on the number line, but on a different point. Do you think they can be at the same point? Like, for example, I mean, if you try to make them meet on the same point, guess what happens? Take this positive 1 and bring it here, and likewise take the negative 1 and bring it here to meet. They'll meet at number 0. Likewise, in our lives, can I say I smoke and I don't smoke? There's no such thing. 0. Okay, now that made more sense to me. Smoking is the opposite of not smoking, and I can't have them in me at the same time. Cool. And the second one is addition and subtraction are in inverse operations. Let me talk about this. Addition and subtraction are inverse operations. I know what addition is. I know what subtraction is, but I can't understand how they are inversely related. I'll give an example and you will understand what I mean. For example, if I add smoking to my life, see, this is the addition part. If I add smoking to my life, what is it that I'm taking away from my life? If I add smoking in my life, that means previously I was not smoking. I had this not smoking thing in me, right? You're basically taking this away from your life. In the same way, if I'll give you another example. I'll take away not working out away from my life. See, I'm taking something away from my life. Inversely, I should be putting something back into my life. So what is it that I'm taking away? Not working out, which is a bad thing, right? Not working out. You see, I mean, if I take not working out away from my life, I'll be adding working out to my life, right? That's it. So simple. Now things made. As soon as I created this analogy, things became more clearer in my head. Using this analogy, let's try to solve these problems. Let's start with the first one. Okay, now listen. Positive 5. So 5 is the number of things that I have in my life, and this sign before the positive sign means these are the positive things in my life. See, I have positive 5 positive things in my life, okay, and I'm taking away. See, look, I'm taking 3 negative things away from my life. If I take 3 negative things away from my life, and I know that everything exists with its opposite, so I'll be putting back 3 positive things in my life, right? Like, for example, say one of them is smoking, and I'm taking smoking away from my life. Inversely, I'm putting back not smoking into my life. So simple. Okay, so let's try to understand this. 5 positive things, and I'm taking 3 negative things away from my life, meaning I'm putting back 3 positive things. 5 positive things, 3 positive things, 8 positive things. That's it. 8 positive things. 8 positive things. Sorry, doesn't work. Now let's look at the second problem. Negative 5 minus negative 3. Okay, I can understand this. I have 5 negative things in my life. Cool. And I'm taking 3 negative things away from my life. You see, if I take 3 negative things away from my life, I'll be putting back 3 positive things in my life. See, 5 negative things and 3 positive things. Look, even on the number line, I have 5 negative things and let's say 3 positive things. I know that if these two same things meet on the same point, that will be you'll have it and end up with 0, right? So 5 negative things and 3 positive things, I'll end up with 2 negative things. That's it. The last one, see, you can try it at home and you'll be solving all problems using this analogy. I have 5 negative things in my life and I'm taking 3 positive things away from my life. See, if you take 3 positive things in your life, inversely you are adding 3 negative things. I had 5 negative things and 3 negative things. Eventually I'll be ending up with 8 negative things in my life. I hope this has been informative for you, and I know what you're I believe that you know what I mean by understanding now. You might wonder, now see, I can solve this problem and now I can use shortcuts. Now I can use shortcuts because I'm relieved. I understand it now. For example, 2 minuses make a plus. Why? Because if you take a negative thing away from your life, inversely you are adding a positive thing in your life. Okay, now I understand. It's easy now. 2 minuses make a plus. This is the knowing part. You might wonder this. See, why don't we stick with the easy one? This is the easy one. This is the quick one, right? Let's simply skip the understanding part. All these analogies and all. I thought the same, but these mathematicians and great people do not agree with us. They say, okay, so first you have to understand, and then the knowing part comes. I did some research. Why they say so? And I read some articles and some blogs, and they were like, okay, so if you spend your time trying to understand or trying to understand mathematics, they'll eventually form a habit to try to understand life, and you will change your attitude towards life. For the time being, I don't understand this connection. I mean, you spend your time trying to understand mathematics, and this will create a habit or form a habit in you, so that you will try to understand life more. I don't understand this connection for the time being, but once I figure out the connection between understanding or spending your time understanding mathematics and understanding life, I will make another video. Thanks for watching.